burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steelers make their way out. The Killer Bees are no more. Only one remains, and that's their quarterback, number 7, Ben Roethlisberger. First and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. And a peek now at the offense for Pittsburgh.
In the center for Pittsburgh, Marquise Pouncey, one of the most physical and agile players at his position in the league. A 7-time Pro Bowler, 2-time All-Pro. He's the keystone of one of the top offensive lines in the league.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his second season, James Conner. And look at this, for the second straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play. It was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Let's get this.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be intercepted. It's the all-pro safety, Derwin James. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And San Francisco gets set to go here.
Get that quarterback at all times.
Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. These are his numbers from last week's contest. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Hey, defense. Hey, defense, let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. Green brings it in. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. The front office all smiles when the ink went dry on this new contract.
Not only them, how about the coaching staff? Because oftentimes the front office, the coaching staff may have different opinions about the value of a player. I think everyone was in sync on this one. He's a guy that they needed to keep.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
A first down carry for Barkley. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike. The drive will start with Connor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Roethlisberger. Open man here is Gentry. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They'll try and run forward with Connor. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
The tackle there by Mark Barron. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. To throw on 2nd and 6, Watson. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. On 1st and 10, Watson. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. But it's going to be 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. A toss out to Barkley. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. 4 down. Watch 85. Ball's going 85. Watch 85.
Out of the gun, Watson. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
And 3rd down is a...
Ready? 180. 56. Rip left. Rip left.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
Go.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, 31! Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Watch the pass.
Now Watson. Screen here. And able to get 5 before he's brought down. It'll go Cisco on a pickup of 16. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with
under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Watson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's get off the field. Hey, Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Yeah. Slam. 29.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson escaping the pressure right. Finding Green complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 31-yard line.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. Quickly into the hands of Patterson.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
198. Watch 98. 98's the mic. I got you, punk.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. And this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
198. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Hey, watch the slant.
Here's Watson. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A.J. Green. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And this is Moncrief with a catch. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Roethlisberger throwing complete to McDonald. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
Good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Jerick McKinnon making his way back onto the field. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Watson going up top. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
On second down now, Barkley. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Niners on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now it's Barkley. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for the Niners. 44 yards.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. Here's 1st and goal. And, gosh, points here. A chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Back to throw, Watson. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score.
It's Roethlisberger. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it second down. Now it's Roethlisberger. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Black 20.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 37.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. He'll get this one to Switzer. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jalen Samuels as the first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down. 49, check 49. 26. Down, he's coming. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. 6 man. Check.
The final shot before the break. Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this week 3 matchup. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. A reminder, coming up later tonight, a lot of buzz about this game. The Browns, they've been doing some travel. Back-to-back primetime games for them. Monday night they were in New York. Now the Browns head to Los Angeles to take on the NFC champs, Browns and Rams. An 8:20 kickoff Eastern time, 5:20 in California.
Set. Hey, man. Watch the boot.
On first down, Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. It's Barkley on the counter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to air it out deep for Green. That's going to be caught. A big play there for the Niners. 56 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They come out here in the eye. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch. On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. On second down, Connor looking for space. And he'll be taken down at the 18. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a 3rd and about 14.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Here's Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 42. Watson off play action. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Noah Spence. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Here I come. Here I come. 198. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Let's get the ball.
Watson now to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Reset. 19. 98's the mic. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Convert. Now let's go. 198. Watch 98.
On second down, Barkley. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They send Green to the left on his own.
Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, alert. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. 65, 65. 65. Alert. Hey, check Mike 50.
To throw is Watson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Ryan Shazier leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
On the draw, this is Barkley. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he?
Black 30. Mike 45. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! He's checking.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. It's caught by Moncrief. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 6 there on first.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
To throw again on second down, Roethlisberger. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's first and 10.
Bang, 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 bang.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be intercepted. It's the all-pro safety, Derwin James.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Hey, 50.
with the interception. Here's Watson. Green brings it in. Touchdown, 49ers. A.J. Green with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Black 20. Check 55 to Mike. In your face. Black is there. Black.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Able to hit his tight end, Grimble. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger will hand the counter. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Check 45 to Mike. He's tired of you. He's tired of us.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Taken in at the 22. And now running, Cordell Patterson. Touchdown, 49ers. Mark that down as a punt return of 78 yards as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, it certainly feels like that kind of game, doesn't it? No matter what they do, it's going to work. That might be the absolute crusher right there. A punt return for a touchdown.
Feels like there's been a lot of crushers in this game. This lead just gets bigger.
Black 20. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there,
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nick Bosa came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back now here in Santa Clara. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and very long.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. All right, here now a look at A.J. Green. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45.
Down, go. Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Down, go.
They begin with a run by Barkley. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 2nd and 9, Watson rolling to his right. And he's got room. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the 1st.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, here's Watson. Dancing to his left. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. A shotgun snap for Watson. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes.
Here we go, 180. Let's go. Shit. 180.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Moncrief brings it in. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down. Roethlisberger now, perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will throw. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Roethlisberger. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded just inside the 20. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Kittle last year, what a season. 1,377 receiving yards, an NFL record for tight ends en route to his first Pro Bowl. Not bad for the former 5th-round pick. I remember that game, December, against Denver. He had that monster first half, 210 yards. Did not have a single catch in the second half, but still those 210 yards were just 4 yards shy of Shannon Sharp's single-game record for a tight end. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
All day. I'm coming after you.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. DK Metcalf.
His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there. Often you talk about the three phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a...
Check! Like 5! Check! 45, come on! I'm on. He's coming!
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target, and it's third down. And the Steelers on third down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says? Yeah. Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open. He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
On first down, it's Watson. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
Let's go. Let's do it.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Barkley, he had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Again, it's Barkley. And he's got this down to the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
That's going to be a long day.
They'll run with Barkley. Sheds another. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, first down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.